Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Anatomy and Physiology by Dssg Nation. And our topic for today is Introduction to the Digestive System. So, let's get going. The digestive system. The word digest means to convert food into absorbable particles. And the meaning of that is like, for example, let's say you eat rice. So it is not that rice that is going to be flowing in your veins, but it's absorbed form. So let's go to the definition of the digestive system. It is a system that deals with the ingestion, digestion, and absorption of food particles. It is also referred to as the alimentary tract. So, what is the meaning of alimentary? The word alimentary means nutrient, or you say nourishment. And the meaning of the word tract is passage. Tract means passage or a pathway. So tract means passage. Now, if you combine the two words together, the word alimentary and the tract, it means nutrient passage. So that is another name for the digestive system. So the digestive system is also called the gastrointestinal tract. We all know the meaning of tract. I said it means passage. So let's look at the meaning of gastro and intestinal. The word gastro means stomach. So the word GIT means the stomach and the intestinal tract. Or let's say the intestine passage rather. So and that is the meaning of gastrointestinal tract. So this is the diagram of the alimentary tract from the mouth to the anus. So that is the mouth. From the mouth, the food passes into the pharynx. From the pharynx, it goes into the esophagus, then to the stomach. From the stomach, we have the liver at the right hand side. We have the small intestine. We have the pancreas as well. And we have the large intestine. And the last but not the least is the rectum, which leads to the anus. So, let's look at the animation of how food passes through human body. So, the food enters through the mouth. Let's say that O-shaped structure that I drew there will be the food. So it passes into the oropharynx rather. From the oropharynx, it goes downward through the esophagus into the stomach. And in the stomach, the food goes into the small intestine. In the small intestine. So the small intestine, just like within the large intestine, the large intestine wrapped the small intestine partially, as you can see from that diagram. So the food passes within the small intestine. The intestine has three parts actually, but we are going to be discussing that as we move on our digestive system. So from the small intestine, the food passes through the ileocecal valve into the large intestine. That's still the large intestine. Then from the large intestine into the rectum and out through the anus. So the digestive organs. So there are majorly two types of the digestive organs. They are classified into two. So the first one is the primary digestive organ, and the second one is the accessory digestive organs. Now, the example of this primary digestive organ is the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. So for the accessory organ, we have the salivary gland, the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas, and so on and so forth. So there are 5 activities in the digestive system. That is 5 things that happens in the digestive system. So I said it's 5 activities, right? But I'll first discuss 4, and afterwards I'll be discussing the last one. So actually, the first one is ingestion, that is putting the food into the mouth. The second one is proportion. The third one is digestion, and the fourth one is absorption. So ingestion is just the process of taking food into the mouth, as I've said in the first place. And proportion is the involuntary movement of that food along the GIT, that is along the gastrointestinal tract. That is proportion. So it's another activities going on in the digestive system. So the digestion is the third one, but it is divided into 2. We have 2 types of digestion. So the first one is the mechanical digestion. That is just from the word mechanical, like the meaning of mechanical. And the second one is chemical digestion. So for mechanical digestion, it involves like the mechanical effect of some organ on that very food. Example is chewing. So, and the meaning of chewing is mastication as well. But for chemical, it's just how the chemical component of the body, like those enzymes, mix with that food, and that is chemical digestion. So digested food is absorbed through the wall of organs into the circulation, and that is for absorption. So those food are digested and absorbed through the wall of some organs into the circulation. And the last activity is elimination. Definitely there will be some part of the food that is not useful for the body, and just this elimination means like the excretion of undigested food particles. So, and those are the 5 characteristics and 5 activities rather, digestive system. Now let's give an illustration of all those activities. So this is the digestive tract from the mouth to the anus. Now ingestion, I said ingestion is just taking in of food substance, like you put the food into your mouth. So that is ingestion. So from that place, proportion has started because it is going through the pharynx and swallowing is taking place. Now proportion, I said it begins like from the pharynx and the esophagus. So the food is moving involuntarily. And for digestion, when the food when the food particle reaches the stomach, digestion started. And we said we have 2 types. So the first one is the mechanical, which occurs in the mouth, and the second one is chemical, which occurs in the stomach, where HCl and co mixes with the food. We are going to get the many of these as we go on. So the next one is absorption. So that food particle is absorbed into the bloodstream. And the last one is elimination. The undigested food particles are passed into the large intestine, and from the large intestine into the rectum. So just like elimination of byproduct of the food. So our next topic is the description of the digestive organs, and we will be starting with the mouth because that is the first contact of food. So thanks for watching, and you can subscribe for more videos and hit that bell button so that we can notify you whenever we create any video. So I want to greet you once again. You are welcome to Dssg Nation.